So here's another tropical update. My meteorologist, Tim Ealer, and welcome to my channel. Like and subscribe and share with your friends if you don't mind and hype my video. And Super Typhoon Bavi made its way over the island of Rota and Guam a few days ago. It continues to be impressive today with a very clear eye, although the some of the symmetries may be being lost here, and maybe some dry areas getting entrained in the circulation. They look at the visible satellite. It's nighttime there now, but you see it look very impressive on visible. The water vapor loop here. It looks like it might be ingesting some drier air at mid levels, but overall, still a very impressive storm here with a lot of outflow aloft here. And off to the west, you can see the island of the Philippines down here, and I think that's Taiwan over here. And so we're going to go over the forecast for the tropics, starting with Bavi and the rest of the tropics for the next 7 days. Here's your latest forecast track from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center for Super Typhoon Bavi, still Super Typhoon. Here, the current wind speed is 135 knots, which is roughly 150 miles per hour or so. Still generally moving to the west. Forecast to change tracks here, more move to the west, northwest, pretty much in a straight shot here, just to the north of Taipei here. Um, the cone is quite large, and the scope of impact for this cyclone looks to be quite large as well, with large swells radiating outward here, and we'll go over that as well. May affect the southern islands of Japan as well, and of course the eastern shores of Taiwan, and maybe even China as it moves to the east here. Forecast to weaken as through time here, 120 knots down, and once it makes landfall, of course, it'll weaken over time here. So this is your latest ensembles here. I'm going to show you the GFS, the EPS, and the other ensemble models here. This shows the GFS ensemble, um, showing a tightly clustered here. This is the track. The ensemble consists of 31 members, right? So pretty tightly clustered to start with, and very strong still, right? And still tightly clustered even as it moves towards Taiwan. You see the spread here was quite large, right? But you see behind it maybe another system developing here as well, and we'll talk about that. They could impact the island of Guam again here. So we're talking into Saturday, a landfall in Taiwan, and that's where this model ends. Let's look at the European ensemble. It has 51 members, tightly clustered to start with, and of course some spread as we get further out in time here. But you see to the west here, to the east here, another cyclone could develop, right? So we got this system impacting Taiwan, and we go to the pressure here. We'll look at that. All right, maybe this is a better look at it. um, well, get a better model run here, 18Z. All right, so start off with 935, 940, weakening a little bit over time as it moves to the east here, and back to the moves to the west here. Yeah, sorry, Saturday evening, making a couple landfalls in maybe Taiwan and in China, and we have a system, maybe a tropical depression back here to the west, maybe impacting Guam. Doesn't look to strengthen that much, so that's good, right? But any impacts to the southern island here can be very impactful given the lack of infrastructure in place. I've been reading about it. A lot of places don't have power, things like that. So um, now let's move on to the hurricane models. All right, so this is the excuse me. I have a cold, so forgive me for clearing my throat, things like that. But I think this is very important. This is very impactful to people. So This is the HWRF model, and I tried to make this as big as possible on the screen so y'all can see it. So HWRF, one of the hurricane models. It may start it off a little bit strong here, but um, let's zoom this out a little bit so you can see it better. Okay, HWRF parent. It's just a larger view here, helps you see it better. All right, so very close approach to the northern tip of Taiwan here on Saturday. So this timing may be different for your time zone here because this is my local time. Okay, um, this is Saturday. Yeah, so this is 03Z Saturday, July 11th, and my time would be well, anyway, that's the time. I apologize for the confusion there, but consult your local forecasting graphics here for this cyclone here. And you know what I'm probably going to do is go back and try to get some local graphics here for this. But I'm sure we have a lot of people living on the northern edge of Taiwan here. And with the system impacting this area, it's going to impact the whole island here. It looks like higher terrain here, flooding concerns, things like that. Now have a look at the HAFS parent. Let's look at it. A little bit further north, but still going to impact Taiwan. Okay, definitely looking like it will, right? That model indicates the same thing. And let's look at the global models here. This is the GFS. pretty much similar scenario here. But you know, this slight deviation of the track really is going to matter as far as impacts go. All right, so let's look at the European. It kind of loses it. It kind of interacts with the higher terrain here and wants to reform the center to the north. So we'll have to see how this plays out. But either way, let's take a look at the let's take a zoomed out look and see if we can look at the wind, the waves, and things like that here. All right, here is Bavi. Here's a GFS. Here's what it's forecast to look like on satellite here. Pretty interesting look to it, right? Um, wave heights. You can see the wave heights approaching 30, 40, 50 feet here and near the center and radiating outward. All right. So Taiwan, Japan, well, the southern islands of Japan, even the eastern coast of Japan here. So the Philippines is going to be impacted by these waves, and Taiwan, right? It moves to the east here, and then China and parts of Japan. Although the southern fringes and eastern fringes are going to be the most impacted, but it's amazing to see the waves, how they radiate outward here, right? And so you're talking 30, 40-foot waves anywhere in this area here. So the northern edge of Taiwan is going to get hammered with winds here. Now, if we look at rainfall potential,